Welcome back to GOMTV.net. Excuse me. Welcome back to GOMTV.net. We are here with some surprising results so far.
Yeah.
Maru is up 2-0.
He is. It's crazy. He's had two really great one-base builds, and it could happen again. And you know what? I don't want to see any command centers out of this kid today.
No, man.
I don't want to see any except that original one.
We could see something, though, like a complete reversal. We've seen this when you get a player that's cheesed, sometimes 2 or 3 times in a row, to completely switch into like a risky, quick 2 command centers. That's
true.
Something that can work as well.
It's sometimes the best way. The cheesiest thing for a cheesy player to do is to be greedy.
Yeah.
You know, if you've been cheesing every single game, going one base, and then suddenly you make 2 command centers before your barracks or something, and your opponent's like sitting up his ramp with a turret ready.
Do you bet he will cheese this time? Do you think?
I think so.
I don't expect a standard game.
I think he's going to play super, super aggressive. Will he do it off one base? There's only so many one-base builds. There's only so many.
And, you got to keep in mind, there are a lot of 2-base all-ins you can do, too.
Yeah, he definitely could go for something like that. I'd love to see him go one-base again, like double Proxirax, something like that. Just keep the pressure on Innovation, because Innovation might be falling apart. You take one more game with Cheese right now, you sit back and play macro games. Innovation's brain is going to be in a
I think if he wins this next game, if Maru wins this next one, he will win the series.
Well, it's actually very few players can come back 4-0.
Yeah, that's
even Innovation. We were like, well, yeah, Maru's going to take at least a game.
We were wrong so far.
Yeah.
Our map is Anaconda.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on
Anaconda
that?
is a map that you kind of expect fast command centers. We've seen a lot of proxy barracks play. Definitely could see that here. Could see it from both sides.
I almost feel like the proxy barracks play on this map might be a little bit too predictable.
Yeah, you might want to actually just open up with one barracks, non-stop Marines into a command or something, knowing that there could be proxy barracks play.
Yeah. We'll have to see. It looks like both players are now in the game. I've said this before, but I'm going to be saying it throughout the broadcast. This is a piggybacked broadcast, so we don't actually control when the games start. We have to wait for on-game to start them. So we're both ready. Everybody here at GOM's ready, so as soon as they're ready.
Speaking of piggybacks, I saw this thing actually online that you can order.
Speaking of the backs of pigs.
No, it's this thing for little kids, because it's like when you actually give like a kid that gets a little bit older a piggyback ride, like they're like holding on your throat and you're like, oh, this is uncomfortable.
Your hair,
But they have this thing, it's like a couple straps with a metal bar that they put their feet on. And it lets them hold on you like a piggyback, but it like distributes the weight like a backpack.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm going to get one of those and carry you around.
I would love that. To ride on the Artosis, man. That's actually pretty cool. I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
That does make sense. Your kid's probably holding on to your neck or whatever.
Yeah, it's not comfortable. Come on. How far are you going to walk like that?
Not far.
Not far.
Oh. If you want my personal input, not far.
Sick input, Tasteless.
Yeah, man. I'm here all day. So.
All right. So what do you think is going through Innovation's head right now, Tasteless?
I think he's thinking, I want to at least get to a third base in a game. I don't know what to expect here, though.
I think he's going to be running scared here in a minute, Tasteless. I think Innovation's going to, please don't kill me like this, Maru, please.
Well, it's scary when you get cheeses like this coming at you so fast because you make 1 or 2 mistakes in the early game.
If I'm Innovation, I'm messaging Maru right now. He's like, Tasteless. And Maru's like, oh, yeah, no, he's a nice guy. He bet his life on this. He bet his life for $1 million that I'd beat you.
Do you want Tasteless to die? Think of what will happen to esports then. How far back would it be? And he's like, I don't think it would go back. He's like, please, just don't kill Tasteless. All right. So, in the bottom right, we have our player who's blowing me away. He's incredible so far. He is
Master Maru Prime.
His opponent over here in the upper left, he was the favorite, but can he turn this around now? He is
Grandmaster STXO Innovation.
Come on, Maru. What are you going to do?
Maru, show us.
Here we go, Tasteless.
All right.
Sick. So Maru's going for it, man. This is so funny.
Economy goes, what is that?
Economy, yeah, that's what I want to kill
for
my opponent, right?
Economics class.
Probably did to practice, man. The poor kid is so young, still in school. No, economy to him is something he has to kill for his opponent, and it is double barracks play. Look at that.
Look at this.
Yeah, see, it's not a bad map for it at all. Now, innovation. Oh, innovation.
Oh my God!
Innovation. Are you going low ground CC first? All right, so we're going to be going to game 4. This is bad.
Oh my God!
He's going command center first. Maru made it far enough away. He's like, well, he's not going to scout all the way out here, and he's right. It's so funny. Oh my God!
Oh my God! Oh no!
This is craziness,
There's a
man.
water check over here for hidden barracks. Nope.
No, it seems like there's no hidden barracks.
I'll just make it
when
the
those
command
Marines
center here,
walk
I'll be
in,
fine.
I think the innovation.
He wouldn't do it 3 times in a row. That would be a pattern.
Innovation is actually going to. I think that he's not going to have the mental fortitude to win the series.
I think Innovation loses the series because
especially when we saw him scout for those racks, as they were just out of where he scouted.
Oh my God!
He just barely is on. He's just.
Oh,
he could scatter.
Man.
Maru could turn on
He didn't
vision
even see
right
the
now.
SCV. Yeah.
Okay, and he would still win. So. Wow, tasteless.
I feel like we should do something like, out of respect to Innovation, we will be silent for the rest of this game.
Yes, sounds good.
Yeah, okay, so it would take a
Innovation's heart is about to break. He thought he was going to win.
This is the heart palpitation felt around the world. Yeah.
And there's nothing you can even do
man.
from here. Now, if he gets a miracle surround, maybe somehow, but of course, Maru's not going to let that happen.
Yeah.
5 Marines out. LOL. What are you going to build your own bunker?
Oh my God.
Oh God.
You're right. If Maru wins this 4-0, this is going to be like the shortest day we've ever worked as casters.
It could be. Even shorter than those PvP.
6:47 right now.
This is craziness, man.
And okay.
GG. Wow. I can't wait to see Innovation's face.
All right. Quick.
This is
Someone calling game net. We got to get a shot of what Innovation looks like right now.
He has to be devastated right now. He's down 3-0 against Maru, a player. Like, look at Maru. He's like laughing. Gerard's laughing. Like, oh man. Sorry, in the next game, make a lot of banelings and run them up as random. Like, Gerard, listen,
I know
you're reliving your pro gamer days, but
well, this is crisis mode right here.
Look at him. He doesn't seem to be doing well. The coach is trying to calm him down. Is that going to work?
I can only imagine. The talk is probably just, okay, look, you can beat him, but you are getting cheesed out so hard right now. Just play the conservative game.
Yeah.
Expect him to cheese.
This reminds me of Fantasy against Hiva, where it's like, listen, dude, there's a pattern here. This player isn't as good as you in a long game, so take the bat in a macro. This is why Rain is so good, is because he sees the pattern. He's like, oh, okay, I'm just going to turtle and take a bad economy and beat you.
Yeah. Well, we are getting that next game made. Oh my God, I can't. Okay, now, what's the next map? Was
let's see. It's a.
I gotta stop putting this on the spot like this. It's gonna load up in a second.
I can't remember. It's not Aklon yet. I think Aklon is the map after.
I think Aklon is 5.
Whirlwind is one of the last 2. Guangali Beach.
Okay, so he could cheese on this map too then.
Oh, certainly.
He's got a lot more cheeses on this map.
Which one, though? Which cheese to use?
You know, to be frank, at this point in time, I wouldn't even care if I saw him go double racks in the middle of the map.
You know what? I think you should do the cheese from game 1 again. I think you should just cycle through these 3 cheeses till the series is over.
I want to see, like, the cheese wheel next to his PC, he, like, spins and he goes, 2 racks. And he's like, all right. Start the game up.
Wow.
Let's do this. Wheel of cheese. And then he just eats a wheel of cheese.
Wow. That would be crazy.
I'm not even warmed up yet for the cast. It's been under an hour. I'm not.
It's been no time at all.
Normally we're like relaxed by now and we're in the flow. I'm like, okay.
I think this is one of these situations where
we have a problem. We have a crisis.
My PC isn't joining, so I'm going to log out and log back in.
Okay.
So you have to talk because I have to actually pull up the password of this crazy account.
So, Artos is going to get us logged in there. This is a weird day. This is like opposite day. Like, we should all be wearing shoes on our hands because it doesn't make any sense. Like,
well, I think
Maru is cheesing out Innovation so hard. It's brutal.
Yeah. There we go.
All right, we're in the game. Okay.
Uh-oh, it's me versus Maru.
Uh-oh. We got to... All right, Artosis has got this whole...
Here, you watch. I make 2 barracks in my main base and just start making reads. This rush comes, and I have, like, the same amount plus more SCVs. He's like, oh.
Oh. He's so bad he beat me. That's how it happens.
Exactly.
It's like when you try to cheese somebody on the ladder and they randomly, like, made a bunker at their ramp, and you're like, what? Like...
That used to happen to me in StarCraft 1 a lot, where it's like the early levels, I'm like, I just want to kill you, and there's a bunker at the top.
I'm like,
oh, you really are.
He's got like 3 bunkers in his main on his ramp, and I'm like, well, I can kill you now, but this is going to take a little while. All right.
Yeah.
You're just going to stay in your base. I guess I got to take 3 bases now, and you're not going to leave because you're bad.
Now,
what's up, Artie?
Let's look at this, right? Because innovation is like, everyone knows that he's so good.
Yeah.
I think this is something that may end up plaguing him over time, that everyone is kind of playing like this against him. He's just going to have to...
Well, I mean, when people identify that they can't beat you in a macro game...
He needs to go start practicing on the North American server. That's how he should get ready for these matches.
That's so funny because it's kind of true.
I want to be his Yoda. I'm like, and now play on this server. He's like,
big bunkers, you will.
Yeah. And now for your final test. See if you are a cheese Jedi defending master. Can you defeat the Pookie build?
I just rewatched Star Wars.
Oh, yeah? It's
just recently.
Such a good movie.
Yeah, Yoda is a puppet. I liked him better as a puppet than when he was CGI animated.
Yeah, but I do have to say the first time I saw him doing backflips and having a lightsaber battle, I did get some chills.
That was pretty cool. I think it would have been not as cool if the puppet was doing the backflips, all right? Seeing these strings pulling him around and everything.
That would be funny.
It's basically they took the Yoda puppet and threw it. They got a shot of it just flipping through the air.
Yeah. Well,
we should make movies.
We should.
We should.
They would be really good.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Innovation's not in the game. He may be stalling a little bit here.
Yeah, well,
he's
got to collect himself, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, okay, so we started at 6. It's been a little bit under 55 minutes. We've gone through 3 games, including 1 commercial break. Things are spiraling out of control very quickly. When you go into a best of 7, you're going in expecting it to take hours. And to keep your stamina, stay strong, and stay calm, and instead we're seeing this game just completely spiral out of control.
The amount of pressure on innovation right now is pretty insane when you think about it. Like, I seem to recall, I think it was his coach said in an interview after he won the WCS season finals, the time of innovation is here. Like, he's going to reign on top and
coaches have inadvertently put too much pressure on the players. You know?
And the thing is, I think innovation probably is the best player in the world, but when you have that much pressure on you and you're like, well, this is supposed to be easy. Out of the 3 people that he could face in this round, this should be the easiest. Out of the top 4, right, for innovation, Maru or Bomber or Rain, I would say this should be the one that he should be able to win, the easiest. So that might add even more pressure, where it's like, well, if it's up against Rain, it's like, well, Rain's also a champion.
Well, and also keep in mind, Maru was not supposed to win today. He wasn't really supposed to be in the Final Four by, I think, most people's estimation.
Yeah.
So now he probably was feeling going into this should be one of the easiest Final Fours of my career.
Yeah, and, oh, man, it's rough. But don't forget, he is going to be able to... he's going to be able to go ahead and play in the season finals, so maybe he loses here and then wins that again.
Really good. We still do not have innovation in the game.
Yeah. He's missing, man. MIA.
He's AWOL.
He is AWOL right now.
So, Artosis.
You know what AWOL stands for?
Actually, I used to.
I used to, too. I don't know anymore.
The W is withdrew, right?
I don't know. I don't remember. Do you know what SCUBA stands for?
No.
Do you know what NASA stands for?
National
Aerospace Administration or something? Aeronautics and Space Administration?
Why are we doing this to ourselves?
I don't know.
Why are
I
we
think
going
it's
on
fun,
TV
though.
and just being like, well, we're not very informed?
Like, tasteless. What's 39 divided by 7? It's like, well, I don't know that either. I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Artosis, what's the capital of Nigeria? You're like, Nick, we can't do this. Is it Nairobi? I think so.
No, Nairobi is Kenya.
Oh, that's right. Nairobi's Kenya. Oh,
Nigeria,
we really are
actually,
putting ourselves in the spot.
I'm not sure about that one.
That's right. Yeah, Nairobi is Kenya, isn't it? Wow,
Yeah.
we definitely did spend most of our lives playing video games all day. So
Not only that.
I can show you where Midgar is on a map. Okay, like
Midgar?
Final Fantasy.
Oh, okay. No, I couldn't have done that.
This kid.
No, I didn't even play video games. I just played StarCraft.
You played video games.
Yeah, that is
I've
true.
talked to you.
Well,
Look at our toes just trying to look
At least
cool on the stream.
I can.
Not me,
Video
guys.
games, those are dumb.
I'm pretty sure our demographic wouldn't mind our toes. I don't know where innovation is, so we're just still killing time right now. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Normally we'd be in the game. I'm under the impression that this is just the coach continuing to give innovation some kind of pep talk.
Mm-hmm.
So
Maru actually looks a little bit annoyed at how long it's taking. But that's okay.
Maru actually, he's got a movie in 1 hour he wanted to go see. He's like, I
You're
already
so
booked
funny.
the tickets.
He's like, I'm going to see the
trying
new
to cheese
Wolverine
this
movie.
out, right?
I'm like, listen, it's not good. Play a macro game. It's fine. Nothing.
Do you think do you think there's a possibility we'll see even one macro game here?
Yeah.
Do you think
Yeah.
Do you think more than one?
Yeah. I think if this
Because
keeps
if
going,
I'm him, I figure you could just keep cheesing. You know,
you can probably
You could.
double barracks every
If
game from
cheese
here on
is
and win.
supposed to win, like about 40% of the games, because you don't want to cheese more than you want to play macro games normally. He's got 4 more games where he can keep doing this.
But yeah, but
Something should just end up going wrong for innovation.
don't forget
by then.
the way he's playing. If he masks a very greedy build, innovation's not going to be able to tell.
This, I think, if he wins this will be the shortest day I have ever worked here at GOMTV.
pretty short.
Because that would be crazy. It's funny because, Artos and I were joking before we came in here. We were saying, well, it's possible that innovation could 4-0 this.
Yeah,
And it could be one of the shortest days we've ever casted. But then we definitely didn't say it's possible that Maru could 4-0 this. So this is an interesting situation. Again, if you're just now joining us, we're waiting for innovation to join in on the game. I'm assuming the delay is simply because he's trying to collect himself. So he can go into this and play his best.
Well,
and he just now joined.
He can't be in a solid
Maru is
mindset.
up 3-0. Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Like,
Yeah.
it's winning 1 game out of 4 now. I think Maru's like thinking to
That's
himself.
really hard.
He's like, wow, I've really surpassed the Marine King. Or has he, though? Will he be able to actually bring it home if he does
And,
go to that
innovation could come back. It's just
There
really
is
hard.
a possibility.
Also,
Remember
because Maru hasn't really shown us a normal game, so innovation doesn't have a lot to work with.
Yeah.
As far as how does Maru play now?
Well, I think actually I must contradict you. I think he has a lot to work with. Maru's a cheeser, man. He's a cheeser. It's no problem.
He's cheesing pretty hard right now. So it looks like we're closer now to starting this game, with him now being in the game.
Yeah. Guangali Beach.
This is a map you can choose on
Definitely.
for sure.
I want to see that first cheese again.
Generally speaking, any one-on-one map is pretty good for cheesing. But just because you know the guy's starting location, so you can proxy and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. We've had 2 proxies so far.
Do you like blue cheese?
The food, yeah.
Yeah, the food, blue cheese. Yeah.
Yeah, I love blue cheese, actually.
Me too. I
It's
only
actually
discovered
great.
it recently.
You know what? Actually, now that you're mentioning this, I actually have blue cheese in my house right now.
Me too. Did you get it from Costco?
No, I got mine from the foreign food market near my house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was it a big one or a little one?
It was an expensive one because cheese is expensive out here.
It is.
Yeah.
But
where did the term cheesing actually come from? I'm thinking about this. Because, it's common amongst all games, a guy who's going to do what we would probably consider to be like, oh, that's lame, that's not how you're supposed to play the game, that's cheesing. Where did that actually, how did we get that term?
I don't remember.
Is it? I wonder if it's from somebody saying, oh, that's a cheesy strategy, and eventually it turned into I got
Could be.
cheesed?
Could be.
Let us know if you actually know on Twitter. I'd love to. I'd love to find out.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Well, because occasionally you get these words, in gaming jargon, and I'm thinking, like, where did that come from? Where did that originate? So, I don't know. I was wondering if you just happen to know off the top of your head.
I don't. I do not. It's a good question, though. Very good question.
Well, still some downtime here. I don't know what exactly the delay is, but whenever they're ready, and looks like it's time. Maru, in shocking fashion here, up 3 games, Innovation has not
man.
won yet.
He's even popped his collar tasteless. This guy
He's ready.
is confident.
All right.
Innovation doesn't even have a collar tasteless.
Man,
how's he going to win?
What's he going to do now? How will he wear a tie? I don't know. These questions will be answered soon. As the countdown has now started, will Maru, and one of the biggest upsets I think I've ever seen actually, go 4-0 against Innovation, or are we going to see the beginning of a comeback?
An epic comeback.
An epic comeback, which will only further solidify Innovation's position as the greatest player in the world. We're going to find out soon here at GOMTV.net.